Alrighty, welcome back, boys and girls. It's your main math man, Mr. Shank, coming to you live from Walking Grant Middle School. I just want to go quickly through this Scatterplots classwork, so that way you can have a better idea of how to do this and how to work through it. So, it always defines what your independent variable is, which is your x value. So it's going to be our age, and then the weight is going to be the dependent variable on the x-axis. And so it says, at what age did the infant weigh 11 pounds? And so what you're going to have to do, it says, since it's looking for x, again, you're looking at the x-axis, and then it says at 11 pounds. So you go to the right till you hit about 3, and so you can see, okay, I plotted the point 11, and then you have to see, okay, what's my x value? So it's going to be 3. And then it says, what's the infant's weight at birth? And so you have to think, okay, what is going to be the age for birth? Well, it's going to be 0, and then it's looking for y. So you're going to look for the y value at birth. And so you can see, okay, I go x equals 0, and then y equals 7. So if you were to maybe plot this line or anything like that, you would say that your y-intercept, since your x equals 0, your y-intercept would be 7. Then it says draw the straight line that you think best approximates the points. So again, this is the line of best fit, and excuse me, all you're doing is you're just trying to see, okay, what would make a good prediction? And so we're just trying to find the line of best fit for this. And so again, you have the points, an equal amount of points above the line and an equal amount of points below the line. It doesn't have to go through the points. It can go through the points. Try to have it balanced, mainly just trying to see what is the correlation. Is it positive, negative, or is there none? And so the graph can kind of look like this. You can notice how the points aren't exactly on the line, but you're able to kind of clearly see, okay, as I am increasing in age, the weight would also increase. Alrighty. So then it says, does the data show a negative, positive, or no relationship? So it's going to be a positive because as x increases, y also increases. So you're going from left to right, your x increases, and then as you're going left to right, what happens to your y? Well, you have to go up the hill, and so y is increasing. All right, so there's a lot going on with this one. Well, maybe break this down a little bit better for you. So let's have it like this first. All right, so it says the table shows the number of losses y at a video game during week X. And so you want to make a scatter plot of the data, whatever you want to call it. And so when you're making a graph, and this is applicable for science classes, this is applicable for anything else. Again, when you think of a ruler or equal steps or a staircase or anything like that, you have to have them be equally spaced. And what I mean by that is usually on your X, you're pretty good. You can just count by ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on and so forth. But a lot of people tend to do this. They just write down whatever number is there. And so people wanted to say, okay, I'm going to count by, it was 2, 3, 4, and then 6, 7, and then 15, and then 23, and they don't know what they're doing, and they panic, and they don't know why it's marked wrong. Again, you have to have equally spaced. So just pick a value. So let's say each step is going to be equal to 2. So you can say, let's count by 2. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so on and so forth. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but at least you can kind of see it's a consistent value. It's equally spaced steps. That way, when you're going up that staircase, it's not hard to walk on. All right, so Now when we go to make the scatter plot, again, all you're doing is you're just matching up and plotting those points. So the value for the first week is going to be 1, and then the losses is 15, and so you plot that point on 115. Again, the other weeks are as follows, and so all you're just trying to do is you're trying to match up those points. Alrighty, so see if we can stretch that out a little bit more there. That's about right. Alright. Then for the second part, as you can kind of already see, draw the line of best fit. Just like the last problems, it's not going to be perfect. As long as you have an equal amount above and an equal amount below, what does it look like? So does the data show a positive, negative, or no relationship? And so as you can see, the slope looks negative, so as our x increases, our y decreases. So again, if you need to pause, replay, anything like that, please do. Thirdly, it says the scatter plot shows the relationship between the number of girls and the number of boys in 10 different classrooms, and then it gives you the graph on the right. What type of relationship, if any, does the data show? So this is, again, as you guys can clearly see it, a lot of people were asking questions about this one on the back. As long as you guys are thinking reasonably, meaning if you're looking at this and saying, hey, it's kind of hard to draw a line, I don't really see a pattern or a trend, it's pretty straightforward, right? So that means there's going to be no relationship or no correlation. It does not matter the number for any of those. Okay, so there's not going to be a relationship or correlation. So because of that, it says, is it possible to find a line of best fit? Well, since there is no correlation, you are unable to draw the line of best fit. Okay, because you can make an argument for being positive, you can make an argument for being negative, you can make it an argument for being 0, but that is why you cannot draw a line of best fit. There's no obvious pattern, and because of that, finally, it says, is it reasonable? Absolutely not. To use the scatter plot to predict the number of boys in the classroom based on the number of girls. So when you're drawing that line of best fit, that helps you make a prediction. If you can't draw or cannot draw a line of best fit, then we are unable to make a prediction. It is super, super straightforward as long as you are thinking reasonably and rationally. Also, make sure that you are working on, let me type this in. Make sure you're working on the grade 8 CC14. Let me clarify just in case, because this is one of the easier sections. As you can see, maybe an example under, let's say, this one. So one of these example problems are going to be like this. And then, so the first handful of ones, it says, is going to be negative, positive, or no trend. And so you kind of have to just be able to see positive, negative slope, or is it all over the place? So for this one, it'd be no trend. And then another example would kind of be like this. It would be, all right, this is towards the higher ranges, but it's still super simple. So think reasonably and rationally in a math classroom, always. So it says, based on the scatter plot below, which is a better prediction? Again, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be what is more reasonable when your y value is 63 and you're looking for your x value. So again, we're trying to find that y value. So let me just try to draw, let's draw a straight line. So let's say, all right, if my y value is, let's say, about 63, so we're talking about this line, what would be a reasonable x value? Would it be 49? So it'd be, let's do blue for our x value. So it would be 49, let's do vertical, 49, or would it be 92? So let's say, where's 92? So it'd be right here. So what has more points? Well, we can kind of see it's a little bit easier. There's more points in this area or that intersection versus this intersection. Okay, so to kind of clear this up again, you're more likely to have a point around the 92 range, or excuse me, the 49 range as opposed to the 92 range. So again, make sure you're getting a score of 100 on this one. I can possibly, I'll consider it, depending on you guys, but I'll consider making this a quiz completion grade, meaning if you get 100 on it and master it, you get 100 on the quiz, easy grade it in the books. Also, make sure that you are looking for missing work, check those grades, check PowerSchool. If you have to make a work request, it is on my desk, just put your name on the paper, that goes along with the item. Try to move quickly and quietly through the halls as people are testing for the writing SOL. So please be respectful towards them and have a good day.